the God is here. This message today, I'm going to believe in the divine in. I asked the divine before even, coming. I always try to ask the divine to be here with me and guide me through these messages. And I asked the divine today, what message is it that you want me to speak today, guide someone on today? Oh my. And so I was flipping through the cards, and in my head, as I'm flipping through the cards, the word karma comes up, and I'm like, and I just go through some events in my head about certain karma, about situations with karma and just stuff like that, right? And so, as I'm going through this in my head, the card karma comes out. As I am flipping, it comes out. Then after that, I'm saying to myself, divine, people, do you know how challenging it can be for someone to talk about someone's karma? Challenging that triggering something that most people is afraid of, can be afraid of. And so after that, the card awakening came out. And I was like, okay, I get it. I get what karma means. I get it. But most people, when people say karma, most of the time when karma is brought up in like a, remember I was talking about just in a negative, in a condemning, in a judgmental way. And that's not the goal here, As I said before, I try to make these messages as weightless as possible for you, so that it can go straight to the heart, straight to the soul, straight to the subconscious, right? And so I just ask that you allow me to deliver this message in a way that is weightless. And I am not here to trigger you. I'm here to open you. I'm here to help you to move in absolute love, peace, joy, happiness, to walk this earth and experience this earth freedom, free from bondage. So I just ask that you allow me to deliver this message in a way that can really help. All right, so the message today is about karma. It's about karma. And, it's real. It can be real. And the only reason why it can be real, the only reason why I can say it like that and really mean it, is because when you really look at life, and just look at your life and look at how we've, out of being unconscious and being on different levels, how we treated ourselves and people. And we all know that it starts with ourselves. And if we have not even went within and learned how to love ourselves, imagine what we have done to others along this way, along this spiritual journey, within this life. Imagine who we have hurt, who have hurt us, who, we have encountered, even the people that we don't even know we hurt. Just imagine, right? And so karma is not, I don't really see, remember when I was saying in the videos before, I really don't see karma as bad. Because, we're all, and I hope that you're not able to see karma as bad. Karma is really helping you to become aware of how you treat yourself and people. Karma is really helping you to be aware to love again, to go within. Like, so when you really, it's to go back within. It's to really find that foundation of love. Because when you look at karma when we think of karma, we think of karma coming back from what you did to another. Okay, so when you really look at karma in a different perspective, it's just teaching you, when it comes back around, it's just teaching you and awakening you and making you aware of the things that that you were unaware of, that you were doing to someone. And maybe you were aware of it, but you were just on another level of doing things. You were on the level of, I gotta get this person back. You were on the level of just being unconscious. You were on the level of, because you didn't love yourself, and I really try to be careful with that. You didn't love you. I'm starting to be careful with the not loving yourself thing, but it's really true though. Like, as much as I want to even make that weightless, when we really go within and love ourselves, we're able to experience a whole nother world that makes you it makes you see how to treat yourself and others. And with karma, it really just helps you become aware and to learn. So when you see it, even when you're going through it, you really, instead of us, playing that instead of us looking at it as, remember I was saying, reframe our mind. And it's saying, this is not and saying to ourselves, this is not happening to me, this is happening for me. So karma is not happening to you, it's happening for you. Because it was a time in your life where you were unaware of how you treated someone. It was a time that you probably was aware of how you treated someone, but you didn't see how much that may have affected them. And you wasn't acting out of love. You was acting out of what was true to you then, and that's okay. We get to experience that. But see this as karma, of you being able to see where you need to become aware of in your life and how to become aware of it. And as I was pulling the cards, I'm not sure if I said this at the beginning, as I was pulling again, when I pulled, as I was flipping the cards again, guess what other card came out? Awakening. So this is beautiful. Karma isn't bad. Karma isn't so condemning or judgmental. It's not. It's experience. It's experience. I apologize for that. It's experience. It's you awakening. Wow. It's your awakening. It's when you see your karma as condemning or judgmental. Let's say for instance, that you've done someone wrong. And let's say the karma is in your life from it, right? It's you condemning yourself and judging yourself. And then on top of that, that you probably done this to that other person. And others are probably knowing that you feel like you getting your karma back. But let me tell you, when you become aware of this and know, it's really with humility. When you become aware of this and know that this karma isn't to harm me. This is not happening to me. This is happening for me. This is happening for me to become a better person. This is happening me to look at life different. This is happening me so that I can love people different. So I can love myself different. Let me go within, because you're awakening. That's what's so important about this awakening card. It says, on this awakening card, it says, "Oh my Lord, wake me from life as a spiritual sheep. May I hear you through my own instincts and common sense." It just means that you was asleep. When you was acting on those levels of unconsciousness and not being awakened, that's what you were just acting out of. You were acting out of what you were taught. You were acting out of what you've seen. Not only what you've seen, but just being here and learning what you learned as you was brought up, rather than unlearning or knowing the truth about you, that you are love and that you can act from that love. You were just asleep, and it's okay. This karma in your life that is happening is okay. We get to experience that. Remember, I was telling you before in a video, we get to experience growth. Now, tell me one person that has not went through some karma. And even with it, and you can be like a baby, or, I'm not going to get into babies. No. But because you can say a baby hasn't went through karma. But let me tell you what this karma card say. There's nothing from a past life that can't be addressed in the current life. There's nothing in a past life that cannot be addressed in the current life. So remember, I was telling you about that in another video about karma. Is some of the karma that we even go through at this day is because of past life events. But that's if you believe that. That's if you believe in like incarnation, reincarnation, and stuff like that. That's if you believe in that. That's if you don't believe in it, you just believe in this lifetime. Hey, even the story fits. But even if it happened in a past life, maybe you were unloving in that past life, and this is for someone, and you may be in this life wondering why everything keep happening, or why this or why that. It may be because you have to become aware of just who you are, and maybe in this time it's God is giving you the divine, and God is giving you the chance to love this time, and to awaken that conscious mind, to open that heart, to awaken from that sleep slumber, and to awaken into the spiritual being that you are, to awaken into divinity. So, and that's even with this current life, you're being awakened to divinity, because operating in karma, I'm not gonna say that, you're just when you're on different levels and you're awakening. See, when you're awakening and you're learning the new levels, karma comes up during the awakening, because it's just teaching you to become aware. You may be experiencing some karma during this awakening, but it's just teaching. All that is teaching you is to become aware, not judgmental on yourself or another person. Let's not be mad at another person or what they did to us. They on another level too. They're experiencing this life too, and I know that even from just me experiencing, I can't sit up here and say I just been all, the greatest. I cannot say that, even though I have a beautiful, do my best to have a beautiful heart. There are some people that I have hurt, and I've accepted that. And during my awakening, when I was awakening and still awakening, I've learned where if something is presenting itself, I look it in the eye. You gotta look this thing in the eye. You gotta look karma in the eye. Okay, I get it. I get that I have to act out of love. I get that I have to move forward and and walk in righteousness, walk in truth, walk in, on a new level, walk with intentions, allowing the divine to flow in my life, and doing this with the right actions, moving in right actions. That's what this awakening about. So use this as the perfect time because we think awakening, we just think what do we think when we hear awakening? We think it's just a trend. It's not just a trend, it's true. You're becoming true. You're becoming truer. I'm not going to just say you become, because I'm not saying that the life that you live in isn't true now. But when you're awakening into those, you're breaking free from that bondage. You breaking free of those old habits, those old beliefs. So of course karma is going to come up. Of course, but this isn't the time for you to look at it and hurt yourself or condemn yourself or condemn another. This is a time for you to come aware of the choices that you have made in your life, the experiences that you decide to go through or do. Look at them and see what you can learn from them, and look at them in a different point of view, and be grateful for them. Be great in this time. Please do not be upset about how you did someone or how another did you, because I can tell you from experience, it prolongs it until you learn that this isn't just about how a person did you or how or what another did or this. It's about you. How did you operate in the situation? How did you move in the situation? How could you have done better in the situation? It's bringing you home. It's bringing you home. This awakening is bringing you home. So of course karma is going to come up, but it's not. It's condemning and judging. It's really not even. I learned, I'm going to say this. I learned that it's weightless. This has to happen. This is the reason for it. I had to get that off of me, because think of the word karma, right? I want you to, the reason why I'm saying it like this, because I'm like, man, these words have become so heavy for us. No wonder we don't want to accept them. Remember I was telling you in the videos before, words are powerful. So when you carrying a word around, and when we walking and when we speaking these words, they can be heavier than the actual weights that's in the gym. They can be. So it's important that I know for me that to make these words as weightless as possible. It's weightless. It's not. It's. Think about how much words that has become so condemning and judgmental. And so when you speaking that word on another, or when you speaking that word on yourself, you're weighting that person down and you're weighting yourself down. And that's why I try to make them as weightless as possible, so you can walk around, I'm going through karma and it is beautiful. Rather than I'm going through karma, and this person did this, and this person judging me right now because they know I'm going through karma, or this. No, it's really, really being able to accept it in a different perspective and letting it flow through your mind and heart beautifully. You are breaking free, that's all. When you condemn and judge it, you still blocking. Well, I'm going to say there's still a chance. I know for me that there still may be a chance that I have blocked it in the past from just holding on to it. You are awakening. This is a beautiful process. Let that karma come. It's okay. It is okay. Karma is beautiful because you're clearing. You get this chance. The divine is giving you this chance to become aware of what you've done to another, and it may be giving you a chance to what another may have done to you, and to make ease, to make peace at it with it. And it's humility on the bottom of the deck. Humility. Allow me, divine, to always accept the right assistance. I welcome your help in every way and delight in receiving it. So you really just doing this with, you go to the divine. Ask the divine, how can I clear out this karma? And that's what's going on. That's why you're awakening, because you're clearing out these karma cycles in your life. You're clearing them out. This is the perfect time. So if you're awakening, I took this as when I learned more that that's what was going on in my life, that I was awakening. I set it out, and I chose to really get out all the kinks. Yeah, I'm not saying that I've just gotten everything out, but I really chose. When I noticed what was going on, I was like, oh, this is a chance to get all of this out before I even move forward in my life. This is the chance to do that. So if karma come up, okay, let's go, karma. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Energy clearing, let's go. Reframing my mind, let's go. Understanding loss, okay, let's go. Take advantage of this time. Because some people do not get this chance to awaken and take this road and become, and to see this in this light, to see it better, to see it as weightless as it is. It don't have to be so painful or deep. It doesn't have to be. But maybe it needs to be for someone. I'm not trying to take that from no one. You experience this however you want to, but I'm really wanting to make this as weightless as possible. And whoever I'm talking to, know this is for you. It says intuition on the bottom of the deck. Intuition. So you know. You know what you know. And if you don't know, your soul knows. So you will eventually get there. You will eventually get there. I believe in it. I believe that I understand that there's a different way that I look at things. There's a different way that I look at things. Self-love on the bottom of the deck. But, and maybe you need, yeah, that's what this awakening, karma, awakening, self-love, going thin. Maybe all of this karma that, you're accumulating is to point you back to that inner child of why you even probably are even going through that. Loving that inner child, going and really breaking down those walls of that vulnerable inner child and letting that inner child know how much you love them. And remember, just invite divine in. Ask the divine, first and foremost, I just ask that you go to God about this. Go to divine about this. Have the courage to go to the divine and ask, am I going through karma? How can I get out of this? Am I spiritually awakening? During this spiritual awakening, point to me, if you have the courage right now, point to me everything that I've done and help me to learn and grow from it. Now that's courage. Oof. Divine, show me. Show me. Lead me back to myself. Lead me back to my inner child. Help me to love that inner child. Help me to let go of this karma. Help me to break these karma cycles. Help me to not ever bring them back into my life. You gotta ask that. That's courage. That's courage. Divine, I don't want this in my life no more. How can I learn from this, break these cycles so that they don't have to come into my life again? You have the right to ask that. You gotta speak this. Divine want to know that you want this growth too. Don't just sit in it. Don't just sit in it. Okay, I'm going through karma. I'm gonna just sit here. No, please, I ask you. Go within, get with the divine. Show up in those meditations and ask those questions. Set your attention before those meditations and really ask the divine. I was about to go somewhere with the message, and it was going to be super important before I saw self-love on the deck. And it just came up again, though, at the bottom of the deck again. But that's not what I was going to even talk about. And detachment had came up. I saw that one too. Karma is important. Trust the signs. Have the courage to go within. Have the courage to see it as this. Have the courage to receive it as this. That's what I was going to say. Thank you, divine. So I was going to say that I learned that the way I look at life is differently. And most people need to hear it that way, because a lot of people, the reason why a lot of people can walk around are more peaceful than others. You ever just notice somebody humming? You're like, what is you humming about? You ever notice like people just be walking around singing, humming, and just, they can skip if they want to. It's because it's a certain level of peace that's within them. It's a certain level of understanding and wisdom that is in them, and it's because of what they tell them themselves. It's because of what you tell yourself that matters. What are you telling yourself? Are you making this situation in a condemning, judgmental situation for you? Or are you going to make this as weightless as possible? Now, I'm not telling you not to own up. That's the whole point of this message, is to tell you to listen. And it's not even own up, because it's no mistakes. Own up to the experience. That's it. Let's just own up to the experience. We decided we made the choice that we want to experience that. Okay, what is wrong with that? Okay, now let's go back. Let's look within. Now go back. Let's look within and see the choice, what we learned from the choices. Who did we hurt? Did we hurt ourselves? Where in this did it show that I didn't love or care about this person? Where did I get it astray from the divine at? Where did, just asking those questions. Asking those questions. It's okay. It is okay. This experience is okay. Surrender to that. Surrender to that. Surrender. Just surrender to it and ask the divine, please help me on this journey. Help me ask the questions that is meant for me to ask. Humility on the bottom of the deck. Acceptance on the bottom of the deck. It's okay. But yes, so you go around, you see people just, they whistling, they humming. You want to know why? It's because it's what they walk around and they tell themselves. But who knows? That may not even, that's just me looking on the outside. Remember, we're all experiencing stuff different. But I do believe that it's what you tell yourself. What are you telling yourself on this journey as you're awakening, as you're becoming a newer you? As you rising, as you're ascending, what are you telling yourself? What are you telling yourself? Those words of judging and condemning, leave that in the other vibrations, in the other levels. Okay? And grow and ascend to where you need to be. Ascend where you need to be. Karma is beautiful. I know no one probably have ever told you this, but it is. It is. It is. It's how you look at it. And I hope this message just helps you to look at it in a different way. I hope that this message be able to guide you and resonate with you. And I'm not just saying that because I say that every message. I say that because I really, really, really mean that for you. You are awakening. Allow that awakening. Allow it. Go within and love that inner child, because that may be the root of all of this. Or, like I said on this card, it says, it's nothing that there's nothing from a past life that can't be addressed in the current. So you got to call to those things. Listen, that's what I do. I've learned to do that more and more. Listen, don't just sit in it. Let's not just sit in this energy. You got to call that energy up out of your life. And those energies from the past life, listen. Look, you want to know something? I say, listen. And I send it back with love. And it's not even back to the person, it's back to the darkness. Because anything that I do believe in, because they say dark and light. So here I go with the person that I am. Because I think different. I think there's dark, there's light, and then there's colors. Wait, dark, colors, light. It's something like that. It's something that I've just came across. I'm like, there's colors too. And notice what colors do to us. But that's a whole different video. But anyway, we are going to send that back to the darkness though. With love. All this energy. Even for you, like the new levels you're on, and maybe someone, or even yourself, or let's say this past life you live, you just say divine, I ask that you send that energy back to the darkness, not to the person, but back to the darkness. And we send it with love. We send it in love. We changing things around here. We're not sending it back to the person, because if you really care about the person, if you really awakening, and if you really going in within the heart and loving yourself, I don't want to see another down, no matter how much they want to see me down. I send that darkness back. I send that energy back to the darkness with love, not to the person. Because if the person acting out of any kind of way, that is dark. That may be, first of all, like I said, we're all on different levels. We're all experiencing different things. So that's why I say not back to the person. That's why I make it clear to not send it back to the person. Let's just send it back to the darkness. With love, with unconditional love. God, may your love be on it. This will break you free. This is freedom. This is how people walking around whistling and humming and making up songs in their head. I actually have like something I do to, like, I sing songs. I make up like random songs, and it goes. It helps. Just random songs, humming my own songs to someone else's beat. But freedom, allow this freedom. Free yourself from that karma. Free yourself from thinking about karma in the way. Clear out that energy. Have the courage to do this. Know that this is the right action. Let it flow and have the faith. And when doubts and fears come up, know that that's not you anymore, because you've given it. Remember, you surrendered it and gave it to the divine. And allow this divine love into your life. And trust, please trust this process. You're clearing out all that energy. And be grateful for this time, because there's people who haven't gotten here yet. There's people who haven't learned this yet. This is courageous. This is divine intelligence showing you all of this. Showing you how to do this. Showing you, even listen to this video. That's the divine intelligence. Receive it. It's easy for you to receive. Receive it. Reframe your mind. Reframe it. This is happening for me, not to me. And be open. Be open to what the divine is telling you. Be open to what the divine wants in your life. And release the old. Let go of it. Trust the divine source. You are expanding. Ground yourself. Thank you so much for listening. I really hope this resonated, like, so serious. I know how it can be. I'm gonna just say that I know how when someone is talking about something and it can, whoo. So I really just hope it went straight. I hope it. I do believe that this, I do believe that this video will get to who it needs to. In whatever timing. Literally. But know that you're extraordinary. You're extraordinary for this is just showing how extraordinary you are. If you're in this process, extraordinary popped up again. If you're in this awakening, I said process. We are not process. If you're in this awakening, if you're in this energy, you're extraordinary. Just surrender to it and allow it. Allow the divine. Go within. Thank you so much for listening to this video. Please let me know. I really want to know what this video did to you, because I really want to know if you got this far. I just really want to know if this video really resonated with you, and in the comments, and how does it make you feel? How do you feel about karma now? How do you feel about awakening now? How do you feel about words now? Have you been listening? And I'm excited to see what you say. I'm grateful for you listening. I'm thankful for you listening. May you continue to grow, and may this journey for you continue to be uplifting and peaceful, and may you gather all that is for you in this time. May the divine bring the wisdom, the truth, and the understanding to you. May you continue to grow and become greater each and every day. Please allow yourself this growth, and let any other energy that does not serve you go. I'm sending love, joy, happiness, peace to you. May you get it in the wind. Thank you.